Like emeralds set in silver, that's how the poet described these beautiful islands that lie off the south coast of Iceland. Legend has it that they were settled by the slaves of a certain Herjólfur, blood brother to Ingólfur Árnason, Iceland's first settler. The slaves are said to have killed Herjólfur and then fled to the Westman Islands. True or not, there is hardly a more beautiful place in Iceland to retreat to. There are 3 flights a day out to the Westman Islands from Reykjavik, or if you wish, you may take your time and sail to the islands aboard the Herjólfur, which travels out there daily. And several times every summer, Concorde has chartered flights from London to Keflavik, where Fokker planes are waiting to fly visitors out to the Westman Islands. But no matter how you get to the islands, you should take your time exploring when you arrive. They are a haven for bird life. Puffins, black guillemot, fulmar, kittiwake, and numerous other species in their tens of thousands. The landscape is marked by high cliffs, lava, and the imposing volcano Advert. There are almost 5,000 Icelanders living in the Westman Islands, a community which thrives on its fishing industry. The large modern harbour on Vestmannaeyjar is always busy with life, housing everything from trawlers to the smallest fishing craft. To show how important a part the islanders play in the economy, one might mention the fact that although the islanders represent only 2.5% of the population of Iceland, they have fished as much as 15% of the national total. January 1973 saw what might have been the worst tragedy in the history of the islands. There was a massive volcanic eruption on Vestmannaeyjar. In a matter of minutes, a fissure nearly 1 mile long opened up. Lava and pumice were thrust out, and the ash alone covered nearly 400 houses. The temperature of the lava was estimated at more than 1,000 degrees centigrade. At the end of 10 days, it had spread over some 2 million square meters of land and lay 6 meters deep. But there was virtually no panic. The islanders called for help from the mainland, and then calmly and quietly, they began to evacuate the islands. It took only 4 hours to move everyone out, and only 1 person was hurt. 13 years later, the houses have been recovered from the ash and renovated. The flowers have begun to grow again, and there are regular excursions out into the lava by coach and on foot. But the smouldering lava, which once posed such an enormous threat, is now tame enough to bake bread in, and very tasty it is too. Picturesque, certainly, but also a crucially important source of power. Fresh water is piped from the mainland and then heated by the hot lava before being directed to the houses. Geothermal heating has revolutionized living conditions. But not all the activity is on the main island. On a trip around the smaller islands, you'll soon discover that this is a natural paradise for bird life, among some of the most astonishing scenery you can find in Iceland. Try a trip through the underwater caves, for example, and you'll see a world you have never seen before, a fairyland lit by the Arctic sun. Or if it's deep-sea fishing you want, you could hardly find more rich and plentiful grounds. Almost all the species in Icelandic waters can be found around the Westman Islands. And there's plenty to do back in town. A trip to the fascinating Natural History Museum or the Wildlife Collection are well worth making. You'll certainly never be at a loss for something to see. There are excellent camping facilities for those who wish to enjoy the outdoor life, a nearby golf course, and hundreds of marvelous walks. The hotels provide comfortable modern accommodation and some of the best seafood you'll ever taste. For any further information about travelling to the islands or what you can do when you get there, contact Westman Islands Travel Limited, where the friendly staff will be more than happy to help.